Hey y'all, it's me Lomo. I promise that I will come back and show you some tips and hacks on making a journal. As you all know, I was in my crafting zone this weekend. I wanted to make me some writing journals, and I said that if I created 2 journals that I was going to do a giveaway. So I already posted a video for the giveaway and all of the details. So if you want to find out about that and how it works, go and watch that video. So right now I'm going to just talk to you a little bit about some of the hacks and things that I discovered while making these journals. So the cheap, well, I'm not going to say cheap, I'm going to say the most expensive way to create your writing journal is to use notebooks that are already created. You already have your paper, you already have the spiral wire, and you already have the covers that you could upscale. So usually when school starts for back to school, I just go to the Dollar Tree or to Walmart and I buy the 1 subject notebooks. I also buy the smaller notebooks that I use for taking notes. So one's this size, and basically I just take them and I upscale them. I remove the spiral and I remove the covers, the back and front. Set the paper to the side, and then I decide on what scrapbook paper or designs that I want to use for my notebook or my journal. So this particular one, this was an old one that I made when I first started trying to look at doing this. I had set it down by the wayside, to be honest. When I came back, I said, well, I'm going to finish that notebook that I started. And I had some Boss Girl decorative papers, and this was actually 1 sheet. And what I did, I just cut each line, I cut them apart and used some glue tape and glued it here. But for my cover, I didn't reuse the cover that came with the notebook. I actually used glitter cardstock. So you can go to like Michael's or Hobby Lobby over in the scrapbooking section, the department there, where they have those 12 by 12 sheets of different papers. I know sometimes, well, most of the time they sell them. You can get the individual ones, or you can get ones that come in the actual booklet. So my grandson is here, y'all, so he might be walking in and out. And so like for this one, I had caught this on sale a while back ago, and it's just the paper pad, and it got different sheets in it. And this particular one is Boss Girl theme. It has different sayings on them, like live boldly, push yourself, don't settle. Different sayings for that. Hey, buddy.
Please open it.
Yes.
Hello, fam.
All right, shut my door back, please, sir.
Bye, fam.
And so yeah, so it just, the papers, they just say different things, or it might just be blank, and you can insert it into your notebook as a blank page. Like this one says, yes, girl. So different things. You can cut them out, use them for inserts, bookmarks, and things like that. And so, that's basically what I use for the notebooks that I created over the weekend. And I tell you, they came out very nice. Very, very nice. And in doing so, I discovered, because I'm going to tell y'all, binding books and making notebooks, it could kind of get expensive, because you have to buy, well, this was my thought and what I did. You have to buy a cinch to punch your holes, because before I discovered you could use an already built notebook, I done bought me a cinch machine. I bought the supplies, the cardboard for the book, the back and the front of the journals. I done bought the wires. Honey, that's a lot of money to spend if this is not what you're doing all the time and every day. So that's a lot of money just sitting and collecting dust. Now, I'm not going to say I don't use this in certain aspects, different projects that I do. But when I was first getting started, it was like an impulse purchase. Oh, I want to do that. I'm going to buy it. Because I was in all these groups and people were buying this stuff. And, oh, how you do that? Oh, how you do that? You live and you learn. You live and you learn. So when I was when I went back to this notebook, I realized that I lost the spiral that came with it. So I was like, oh, how am I gonna put this notebook together now? I don't have a spiral, and my cinch, it already has holes in it, and so the cinch coils, they don't line up to these holes because they're too far apart. So what I did, I got this idea, bing bing. Hey, I got some jewelry wire. Maybe I could make my own spiral. So I discovered when doing that, you have to be careful with that as well, because you don't want wire that is too soft and too flimsy. Otherwise, while you're trying to spin it and insert into the holes, it'll get all bent out of whack and out of shape, and it won't hold shape. So I had some black. Let me see if I can grab it real quick. In case y'all don't know, I also make handmade jewelry, so I had this on hand. So I had I had bought a while back from Walmart in the little jewelry section they have over in the craft section, and it was 98 cents. And basically what I did, I took the wire and I used the ink pen, And what I started doing was wrapping this wire around this ink pen. And if you try this, y'all, you got to make sure that you have enough coils. So count the number of holes you have and just wrap. Because and make as many as you can. I mean, even if you count it out, if you count out the number of coils you need, go past that number, because it's easier to be too long and clip it than to be too short, because then guess what, you have to start over with a longer piece. So what I did, I didn't cut the wire at all. So I just used it how it was and just wrapped and wrapped and wrapped. And then once I did that, once I got over the number of holes, and I was satisfied, then I just clipped the end off. And so when you take this off, guess what? You have a nice spiral for your notebook. See there?
Oh.
Give me that notebook right there. You can put all my stuff on. Open that up. Hand me the purple notebook. Thank you. Alright. So y'all, I got my grandson here today. He just won't stay. So this is what I did for this notebook, because I don't know what happened to the spiral that came with the original. I laid it down and got thrown away. I don't know. So I had this bright idea, and guess what? It worked. It worked. So as you can see, you can open it up, you can fold it back. It worked. And what I also discovered is, excuse me one second. That's how y'all know I'm a real person living in the real world. Alright, so what I also discovered now, with the colors, they seem to be a little bit more what's the word? Tougher, so they don't bend out of whack. But okay, I'm back, y'all. I don't know what happened. I think I may have to delete some things, because my I don't think I have enough memory for my video, my whole complete video. So I'm gonna have to splice this thing together. So anyway, I made this little notebook, and I was talking about the coils. So I used the artistic wire, and I wrapped it around using a magic marker. And as you can see how much more consistency this one has. It's not real flimsy, but it holds its weight. So I made that, and I threaded it through this little notebook. Like I said, I got these little cardstock from Ollie's, and I punched my own holes. So, oh, and punching the holes, y'all, you're gonna like this. So what I do, let me see, my grandson came and moved things around. All right, so those covers from the notebooks, you can use those as templates. So like this is from the purple notebook that I made. I didn't use this this cover because I used the purple cardstock, but being more advanced and knowing now that I could use this and upscaled it with my purple cardstock to make it a little thicker. That's what I've been doing going forward. But you can use these as a template. I have the larger size, the 8 by 10, 8 by, what is this? 10.5 by 8. And then for the smaller notebooks, like this one is, I think this one is even smaller than the ones that I made. Yeah, but you could still use it as your template for punching holes. And I have my favorite hole puncher. I have several hole punchers. I have 2 crocodiles. One is really small, it's like a 1/8 of an inch, and then I have a 1/4, and then I have this one that I had bought, a regular punch that I bought from Walmart, and it fits perfect in the holes. So by having that little notch on there, I use that as my guide when punching. So the way I do, and I'm just gonna show you. Okay, I'm back, y'all. Like I said, I'm gonna have to splice this video together. But what I was saying was, the holes. For the holes, I use these little from notebooks. I use the covers as templates. So along with my hole punch that I bought from Walmart, it has a little notch on it, as I was saying. It fits perfectly in that hole. So what I would do, just real quick, say like for instance, I wanted to make a notepad using this cardstock paper, like I did. I would just line it up with my template, make sure you get the edges all lined up, and then use a paper clip or a binder clip, one that will hold the sides real tight so it won't slide around as you're punching holes. So I would take my hole punch, fit it into the hole, and then just punch, and then just keep going across it to as many holes as you need on your paper. So those are my little tips that I wanted to come on here and talk to y'all about. I am planning a day where I'm gonna come on here and do a journal tutorial. There are tons of tutorials on YouTube from different people. So sometimes when I start thinking, okay, I'm gonna do a tutorial, well, people have already done tutorials. So I'm gonna come on here anyway so you can see what my point of view is, why I use the materials that I use, the different supplies, what glue tape, that type of thing, because you might take something, you know, from me, and then you might see something else on another YouTuber's page, and you say, hey, I wonder if I substitute this for that, will it work? Well, that's what crafting is, y'all. That's what it is. There's no right way, there's no wrong way. of making something you love. But there is a difference between using good materials and poorly made materials. So if you want to just make something for you, and you know how you're going to use it, making it cheap is fine. But if you're making something for that you want to sell, you got to upscale your materials. Because you don't want, I know for me, I don't want nobody talking about me. But anyway, thank y'all for joining me, coming back, listening to me about my little hacks and things that I found while I was crafting my journals. So I will talk to y'all soon.